So I maybe just want to know what keeps you motivated, what keeps this passion turned on.
Um, well, basically, there's a lot of things. I'll say number one is the traumas that I've experienced in the race context. They've been significant and severe.
Mm,
And just like you, when you imagine someone in your situation, I did the same thing. I thought about the consequences for other people in these scenarios, and they are life ruining scenarios, like life ending scenarios. And so I was
mm,
just like, like, I don't want this for black youth in the future. I want it gone. And
mm,
I guess just having taught so many young black people through the years, literally watching the impacts happen to them, being like one of the few or sometimes only lights in their life who is showing them something different and something more. And to this day, I still represent that for people. And I don't want that. I want a better world for them. I want a better world that I feel like can easily exist. That perhaps for the first time in human history can exist. And it's that hope of leveraging technology and our connectedness to connect all of our hearts in a way that was never possible in the past.
mm,
That's what gives me hope and keeps me motivated. And it's the feedback that I get from people
mm,
who tell me, watching your conversation, that was the conversation I wanted to have with my friends, and you gave that
mm,
to me, or people who say, you helped me think about this. I never thought about it before. I feel you changed my life. I feel like you set me down a path. Like all of this feedback is just it makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing. I don't really get any negative feedback. Most people have extremely positive reviews, so I just feel like it's what I'm meant to be doing. Like I guess you could say I had a vision,
mm.
of me
Yeah.
doing this work also, and I spent 3 years meditating on doing it, like thinking about and ruminating on it, and
Mm,
choosing whether I could sacrifice it all, because that's what it would take, and I knew that.
yeah.
And so, yeah, once like I said, once you decide, once you choose your values and decide to live your values, it becomes easy. It's easy now, you know.
Yeah.
So I've got that built-in foundation, and that's what keeps me motivated too.